Loading snacks.
Now it's time to get into jokes. Your top 5 Pokemon. Let's talk a little bit about what's
Yes.
going on this week. Right? Pokemon is
So,
turning 30.
mm-hmm.
Give me the goods.
So, coming on Friday, we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Pokemon franchise. Um, we already know some things that they, honest truth, was probably supposed to be kept under wraps until Friday, but unfortunately, leaks, of course, as usual in the gaming world, always happen. So, we do know the remake version of the original Red and Green games, now codenamed Fire Red and Leaf Green, will be coming out also on Friday on the Switch 2. They were originally released back in 2004 on the Game Boy Advance. Jesus. But they are getting re-released, or I should say released on Friday. Once the presentation that Nintendo is going to be doing ends, those games will probably go live immediately after that. Um, we're probably going to get a whole slew of announcements of things that are to come. Being the 30th anniversary, they did do one celebration thing during the 25th anniversary. I'm expecting some new card set or something that's going to come out. We'll know all good and well when it comes for Friday. But
What
until
time is
then,
the stream?
it's at 9 a.m. So
All right.
I get plenty of time for them to do that and then say, guys, you can go start ordering this stuff ASAP. Because that's typically how it always works.
All right. I feel like you might need to be at a store somewhere when they say,
I don't think, I'm gonna be real with you, it's probably initially not going to be physical store. It's probably all going to be through Pokemon Center. I have a feeling they have Pokemon. What before I get it, because I'm about to. They did make an announcement at the end of last week that they did. Pokemon as a company purchased one of the companies that is in charge of like logistics and everything for distributing Pokemon cards throughout like a lot of the major retailers. Normally, they've worked partnerships with them. I believe the company's name is Excel, if I remember right. So
okay.
this is supposed to change up the way that cards are going to be distributed. Um, Supposedly, it's to combat scalpers. Is really where this is coming at, to make sure that they can get the hands. Because right now, like still, it's hard to get your hands on Pokemon cards. Like almost damn near impossible if you're not standing outside of a store when it opens bright and early. But
Yeah, they bought
that's
Excel.
on. Mm-hmm.
Says the Pokemon Company International is acquiring Excel Brands, its largest U.S. distributor of trading cards and collectibles, to strengthen the supply chain management and improve retail fulfillment. This move aims to address ongoing stock shortages for official Pokemon products. Other major distributors include MJ Holding Company
Mm-hmm.
and authorized distributors like ACD Distribution. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Take
Mm-hmm.
control of getting your stuff out to where you want it when you want it there. Um, Interesting. Let's talk top 5, buddy.
Yes, sir. So wrapping up. So we'll start at number 5. I'm gonna tell you now. You guys know I've been around since the beginning, so there's a lot of Gen 1 in here, but there are a couple things. But first one I'm gonna kick off with number 5 is gonna be Gengar. Uh, Gengar is one of, I would say honestly, probably one of the more popular Pokemon that has been around since the beginning. Um, Gengar is a ghost type. So if you played the games, you know, physical attacks, things like that don't work on him. Um, for me, Gengar is one of those that has kind of developed a personality throughout the whole entire the years of Pokemon. So obviously, Ash, for the majority of everybody, is the person that you know as the main character of the show. He still never caught them all, by the way, but he still he still caught some of the ones that he never did, and Gengar was one of them.
Let me tell you
Um,
something. I am, I don't know if I am proud or disappointed that I knew that that was Gengar. I don't know. I
I
don't
think
know. I
I
don't.
kind
I
of
don't
expect
know.
you to. I feel like you would know some of the originals just from proxy. I guess
Osmosis.
I don't
Just
know
yeah, just proximity. Yeah.
that than anything else. But Gengar, one of the more solid Pokemon over. the 30 years of release. So one of my favorites to go from. Number 4 is Mewtwo. Obviously, another Gen 1 Pokemon. Mewtwo became popular right from the very first movie. To this day, honest truth, is probably still one of the most powerful Pokemon in existence. There's only been a few appearances of Mewtwo through the entire series. Obviously, the movie, a couple episodes, actually 2 movies. I take that back. 2 movies and a very small snippet in the show. Um, Mewtwo is psychic. Psychic is one of those types that is just almost damn near unstoppable. And when you put it behind some, like Mewtwo, of course, was created, hence the name Mewtwo. Mew is the original. The power that Mewtwo absorbs is just absolutely insane. Being able to see him fight on screen, fighting Mew in that first movie, that's my childhood. Like the first movie, like always loved Mewtwo, and that was another one of those cards that was always hard to get as well too. But Mewtwo for my number 4. Number 3. Dang, I should have had Case Things in the last couple of these, but whatever. Number 3 is gonna be Grin
Hold on.
Ninja.
I was gonna say that's a ninja joint. I was gonna say I know
Yeah,
this kind of
yeah, Grin Ninja.
great Greninja.
Grin Ninja.
All right.
This is actually from Generation 6 of Pokemon. So there was I did keep up for a good while, but for the most reason, like what you just got excited for, Ninja Pokemon. Uh, he's so quick, he's so fast, he's agile. Water Shuriken. So, like, it's hard for me. Like, you have to see Greninja on screen to kind of understand why this dude is a threat. By all means, probably not going to be able to take on a Mewtwo. I will still say that straight up for it. But very entertaining to watch. Greninja is the reason why Ash finally won. Well, part of the reason Ash finally won a championship in the world of Pokemon. If you've seen him, like, absolutely amazing when it comes time for battles. I knew this one for you probably would be one that you would be kind of interested in, just with the ninja aspect of it. It's clean.
I mean, if there was a frog type, I
Uh-huh.
would have said he was a frog type.
You are 100% correct. When you look at the evolution line, you can see it more in the beginning with the first stage until it gets to this one, but nah, you're right on the money.
All right, I'm in there. We're gonna have to do something around this. You just have to put him in front of me and let me guess at him or
And
something,
just
dog. We
guessing,
got to,
who's
yeah,
that
yeah.
Pokemon? Are you gonna do
I'm down. I'm down, but like
That's
I don't know if I need like the silhouettes, but like
my number 2 is Lucario. Fighting type, Lucario is just an absolute menace of an opponent to be put in front of. Hands for Days. This is another one that I think you would actually enjoy watching on screen. One thing I didn't mention about all these, and this is just like an ironic thing, every single one that I'm going to name actually has mega versions of themselves. So there's mega evolutions for all of these. A lot of the more popular Pokemon got mega evolutions. Now with the newer games that are out, you're starting to see a lot of the ones that you probably didn't think they were going to get mega evolutions start to get them now. But Lucario is one that has been around for a good while, being a Gen 4 Pokemon. So there's been different variations of the Mega Evolution that you can see, really the newest one being introduced in the new ZA game. Fighting Pokemon for me for the longest necessarily wasn't like my necessarily forte. I don't know why, it just didn't resonate with me. But for some reason, because Lucario kind of was a hybrid fighting / steel type, I think that may have given him a little bit more of an interest to me. in playing the Pokemon trading card game, Lucario is probably one of my absolute favorite decks to play. So I feel like he's grown on me in different ways outside of just within the video game in the show as well too. Um, but number two, gotta be my Lucario. And number one, I feel like the majority of people probably because I've talked about it numerous times. Um, Number one of all time is got to be Charizard. There's
Mm.
no if, ands, or buts about this. Um, I am diehard Gen 1 fan. Charizard was my boy growing up with. I started with Charmander, evolved to Charmeleon, went to Charizard. There's just this bond that I have to Charizard that is just unparalleled to any of the rest of them. Um, Charizard is a fire slash flying type. So there's a lot of advantages that he has that a lot of other Pokemon just can't keep up with. He's quick, he's fast, he's agile. Um, Strength wise, it's just the sheer fire that you get from him. No pun intended, honestly. It's kind of in there for it, but um, Charizard has just been my go-to since day one. If there was a way to be able to get him in any of the games, I like listen. Charizard got transferred from Pokemon Red all the way up until I can't even think of when I stopped trading to keep the same. I kept the same Charizard probably through like maybe like 6 or 7 generations of the games. And then I think there came a time where like either you couldn't trade or there was a breakdown somewhere where I couldn't get them from one of the older games to one of the newer games, so I had to start over
Yeah.
on there for it. But yeah, Charizard from day one is has been my go-to forever, and that will never change. Um, Charizard number one, best
Why
of
do
all time.
you why do you hate Pikachu?
I don't hate Pikachu. I love Pikachu.
He's
I
not
love
even in
Pikachu.
your top five.
Listen, Pikachu's popular obviously because of the whole Ash thing. Don't get me wrong. Pikachu's great.
Mhm.
I love Pikachu. Just not necessarily my favorite.
All right.
Loading snacks.